Don't overreact now. Oh, isn't that funny? This video is about overreactions, maybe. Maybe they're not overreaction, but maybe they are. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna judge whether or not people are overreacting, and you're gonna come along with me. Papa Trevor's gonna keep you safe. Maybe. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? But who knows? Anyway, Kill Lantern. I hope I said that correctly, but if I didn't, that's on you, because your name is weird. Am I overreacting? I met this guy on a dating app, and we spoke for about 3 days, but I found a connection with someone else, and he threatened me. Which is, of course, totally normal to do. I do this all the time, of course. I just threaten people in general. I see an old lady walking down the street. Do you know I can kill you right now? As long as you're aware of that, you can keep walking. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to show you, unfortunately. And the old lady is like, oh, I understand. Yeah, please don't do anything to me. And then I'm gonna be like, I won't. Have a nice day. I don't know why I say these things. Because someone is gonna take me serious one of these days. And then the police is gonna come knocking like, what are you doing? And to who did you do that? Also, can we search your room, look for some evidence? And then they'll find the stuff. If you know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I was speaking to him for about 3 days. He was aware I was talking to someone else too, because I asked him how this app experience was and asked me right back. I was meant to meet him today, but yesterday I cancelled, and thank God I did. Hey, capitalize the G in God. I know it was a bit last minute, but he sent me these messages in response, and I woke up this morning to a message from an American number. Should I be scared? Well, you can you report something like that to the police? I actually don't know how this works. Maybe I should know how this works. I'm gonna look up how this works. Report it to the police department and give them copies of the texts. Save the text in a file on your phone. Keep all the evidence if you can. If he does this to you in public, get a video and sound recording device that is inconspicuous and record the events. Then you can get a restraining order against him. Alright, so save the texts. Whatever you do, save the text. And maybe send them to the police. Say like, hey, maybe it's nothing, but could you guys just, I got these texts from this number. Could you guys maybe, you know, like I said, if you can get some serious, like some crazy, you can ask like, what are my options? Maybe the place would be like, yeah, you can already put a restraining order, that's fine, and then you can get that done. So maybe it's worth it. If you genuinely feel threatened, maybe it's worth it to send this to the police. I report him to the app. That's also a good one. But let's actually read these messages. Just we still on for tomorrow. Just wondering as I can make other plans. Hey, Dave, I don't know, but I always give these people a name, alright? That gives some character to it. Hey Dave, I'm so sorry. I read your message when I was busy and I forgot to reply. I'm sorry. I found a connection with someone else, so I'm just going to see how that goes, so probably not a good idea to meet tomorrow. So sorry, I did enjoy talking to you, and I hope your family get-together was fun, XX. It's pretty nice. I mean, if I was getting rejected, I wanted to be in something like this, you know? It's really thoughtful and nice. Haha, my total lack of surprise. Good luck. You know he's actually crying and not laughing. Like the laughing crying is only crying emoji moment. You know what? F you. Scummy little flip talking to numerous guys on dating apps, lining them up, faking connections with people, setting up dates and ruining people's weekends. I got your name and I got your details, and we'll see something. And you'll see some later, twat. Little crap bag. F off, worthless trash. Okay. Well, you're not really doing yourselves any favors, Dave, because I think she dodged a very large, like a cannonball, basically. You know, and also, what do you mean, you'll see later something? You see something later? What does that mean, Dave? What are you gonna do? Sorry, Casey, I don't know what your name is. Casey, I would report this to the police. So what's your name? Skill Lantern? I don't know. Look, report it. Just do it. Hey, there's no need to be rude. I'm sorry. I was talking to you and someone else, and the other guy just lives closer, so it was more convenient too. I don't appreciate the threat. I've tried to keep it respectful, but yikes, good luck to you. F off, twat. Relax, Dave. Everything will be okay. I'm sure you can handle being rejected after talking for 3 days and going on a date. I'm sure you can. You're a big man. You're 37 years old. And was she 28? So you're 9 years older. All right. You got more life experience, and that means that you should be the mature one. Yet she's the mature one. How does that happen, Dave? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You would expect the older guy to have like the wisdom of like, you know what, I'll let it go and then I wish her the best. Something like that, right? Because that is actually very respectable if you do something like that, right? But you're the 37-year-old who goes on a tantrum and tries to threaten people when you don't get what you want. You know what, Dave? I'm gonna pray for you for a second. Dear Heavenly Father, I call him Dave, but I don't actually know his name. But you know him. I ask you to guide this man, because it is very apparent from these text messages that he is very, very lost. And who am I to say that, right? Because we're all lost. I more than others. But please don't let this man be consumed by this anger. Please let him see the error of his ways, which also would mean that Casey is safe from him, because it would be such a shame if something were to happen, because then he ruins his life, and then she, of course, something happens to her, and I would just... Please help him. Because we can laugh at him, it's easy to laugh at him and call him crazy, but he's a man that needs help more than anything. And I ask you, Lord, to please help Dave. In the name of the Father, the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. You're a fat little F anyway. When that guy's done with you, you'll wish you had a chance with someone like me. I was giving you a chance, you effed it kid. Bye. You don't want to call someone kid when you were going to date them. That's also not very good, Dave. So that's definitely something you don't want to do. This is typical nice guy, by the way. We're not even looking at nice guys, but this is nice guys. And now I can put this in the title. Hold on. I'm gonna make this the thumbnail, because that's such a good thumbnail. I'm gonna have to censor all those swear words, because YouTube doesn't like it when you have swears in the thumbnail or title, even in the video. But like, it's they're not too on it, but especially in the title and the thumbnail, you want to keep it a little clean. So we get the American number. I want to have a word with you about your behavior on dating apps, and if it's not possible through the phone, it will be in person. Okay, so you gotta definitely report this to the police. I'm just saying, like, you don't want let this be known at the police department, so that at least it's there. All right, because this is, I'm scared as well, but I do find it really funny how it's typical nice guy. Like, I gave you a chance. You were lucky to have a chance with me. It's like, first of all, you're threatening her. You're being very, very childish over the phone, Dave. So, no, she's not lucky to have someone like you. She's very lucky to not be so. Look, I'm stumbling over all my words, but you understand the gist of what I'm saying, right? She's lucky to not be with him, because you're inevitably gonna do something very, very bad. Also, he says you effed it, kid. You don't ever say kid to someone you want to date. That's so weird. I know it's meant as in a derogatory, like, you're just a kid. Alright, I'm the mature one, which you don't show in any of your actions. But in a dating context, sorry. Yeah, Casey, I hope you're safe. I hope Dave gets the help he needs, so he doesn't do this again. Because the thing is, if we get the police involved and then you get a restraining order, then yes, you are safe. Then Dave can just make another victim, right? So I hope that Dave gets what he needs. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot, of course. Verdict, we're not overreacting, Casey. Sorry, I forgot to say that. From Izara. Also, the 18 I checked it, it's not nudes, alright? So you freaky frogs, you don't go on there expecting to jerk your little pee-pee, alright? My friend tried to hook me up with a guy and failed to mention that she slept with him and he supposedly assaulted her. What type of friends are this? 2 years ago, my friend Kayla hooked me up with her friend Jake. She was very involved in this arrangement and spoke very highly of him and how much he was into me. It lasted 2 weeks and fizzled out because I was not interested in pursuing anything further with him. Fast forward to this week, he reaches out to me out of the blue and asks me out. I didn't respond because I'm now in a relationship. She texted me last night, told me that Jake really wants to see me and that he misses me, which is odd because she knows I'm in a relationship, so why would she encourage this? I told some of our mutual friends about this interaction and they look confused. They relate to me that Kayla and Jake had a thing in 2021. They slept together a few times, and the last time it happened, she called one of our friends crying and said he raped her. I don't know. She later downplayed and said it wasn't that bad. Oh no. I was obviously taken very aback by all of this new information and decided to call her out on it. I have so many questions still. Why did she lie to me about their history? Why would she continue to push Jake onto me? Why would she even think to set me up with him if he raped her? And why was she so invested in getting us together? I feel like she's not taking any accountability based on the response. What do you guys think? First of all, this situation is wild. You know, mind-boggling type of stuff. I'm also thinking, like, okay, so what could be the reason behind someone pushing a relationship like that? But let's read these texts. I'm curious. This maybe gives us some more context. Hey, so how come you never told me the full story between you and Jake, lol? And you're pushing it to happen again. Wait, what do you mean? Your history with him. You downplayed it. Like before? Because it wasn't something that was going to continue, and I didn't want that to be a factor in anything. And the fact that you had a negative experience with him and failed to mention that to me, I think that was important information to relate to a friend you're setting up. No, you specifically told me nothing happened when I didn't even ask. I get that. I honestly buried that interaction down deep and I forgot it happened unless I brought it back up. But do you think not that if something like that happened to you, you should get away from that person? Maybe report it to the police? Look, I know it's tough. So a lot of times when something like that happens, people don't go to the police out of fear or something, or I find it hard to relate, but like some doing this seems like the exact opposite of what you should do. It's like, oh, you did that to me? Oh, let's do that you can do it to someone else. Look, here's my friend. She's beautiful. You want to do it to her, right? Let's go. Let's do it. Definitely wasn't the smartest decision on my end, but I didn't want you to think that was a factor in why I wanted to set you guys up. And why did you want it then in the first place? I don't really understand that. Like, there are so many guys out in the world. So why specifically Jake? You know, Jake is not his real name, by the way. Like, we're not doxing anyone here, but like, why Jake? I don't care that you guys slept together at all, but you lied by omission by telling me nothing ever happened unpromptly, and now it seems kind of shady. Also, if he ever put you in a dangerous situation, why would you be okay to put a friend in his proximity? In hindsight, I think I jumped the gun and said that because I didn't want you to think I had malicious intent in trying to set you guys up. Again, with that situation, it's not something I actively think about. It wasn't on my mind when I set you both up, which again is a fault on my end. Because she is taking accountability, but I feel like, is that just fluff words to kind of get her off your back, or do you really mean that? Because I still think that it's weird why you're trying to set two people like that up in the first place. It's weird. I don't trust Kayla at all. I know that it was a malicious intent, I trust that, but negligence on your part puts me in a sticky situation. And no, we didn't just meet, it was basically orchestrated by you, and continues to be orchestrated by you, which is really weird to me. That's what I'm saying. I can arrange plots and schemes, for example. So yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Can you clarify the just meet part? It's quite obvious what she means. She means that it just happened naturally, but it didn't happen naturally. Like, it didn't happen organically. You kind of arranged it. And now knowing the full history between the two of you, it just doesn't look right. So yeah, I'm just trying to understand it, and I probably wouldn't have brought it up if you hadn't texted me last night trying to arrange it again. I mean, I didn't try to arrange anything. I wanted you guys to meet, but anything after that, I wasn't trying in any way to force anything to happen. You texted me about you last night, and that's why I reached out to you about it. I didn't realize that looked shady, so I'll just make sure to not involve myself if he brings it up. Yeah, also, if Jake wants to be with, what's her name? I don't care, okay? Paul. I know she's a girl. We're gonna call her Paul. If Jake wants to be with Paul, then he can also just text her, right? Does that make sense? Why do you have to text Kayla first? Also, I didn't arrange anything. I just wanted you guys to meet up. Is that not arranging things? Is that not exactly what you're denying? Like, you are in this sentence you deny it, and in the very next sentence you admit to what you're denying. So how does that work, Kayla? Look. Ooh, I'm like Dory. I can talk to whales. All the wheels are going crazy. You don't even know. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying you were trying to set us up. Is that not the same thing as arranging? Regardless, you put me in a position with someone who did something less than acceptable to you, and I don't appreciate that. And I think it's best to stay out of it, thanks. I mean, not necessarily as a relationship, but I did think you guys were cute together, and I know anytime he reaches out to me, he always brings you up, so I let you know. Again, I apologize for making you feel this way. It was never my intention. I feel like there are so many in this conversation, right? I know all the words they're saying are right, but the way it's phrased and the way they talk to each other feels so backstabby. Like, with every word, there's an intention behind it that's different from what you're reading. I don't know if that's me projecting. Maybe that is the case, but I don't know. It just feels like you're kind of stabbing each other under the table the whole time. Oh, I'm getting a headache. Headache moment right here in Headtown. Headache moment. Someone give me some painkillers. Oh, wait. This was funnier if I had alcohol, but, you know, here's a good painkiller. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Look at this. You see this? Now, this is a painkiller. It's so good. I trust that it wasn't your intention. I just wanted you to see how it looks from my end after learning new piece of information. I understand. It's like this. It's like she says, I understand, but secretly she's like this. I'm trying to do something nice. Say you didn't do it the way I wanted. Why are you questioning? I don't know what she's thinking. Okay, I cannot pretend to know what she's thinking, but like, it just doesn't feel. And then not Kayla nor Paul feels genuine with the things they're saying. It's like they want to say things, but they don't say it to seem like nice and as the bigger person, like, oh, I understand your feelings, but I did this and this, and I didn't mean anything. Like, no one is honest here. I feel like no one's honest. Trust your gut. I can't imagine why she would want to set you up with him if he S8'd her. Nor why she is so adamant about it. You aren't overreacting, and I don't think this is your friend at all. This is so weird from her. I'm baffled. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so, Paul, you're not overreacting. Look, I don't know if you like the name Paul, but I gave it to you, and you're just kind of gonna have to, you know, deal with it. Your friend has sociopathic tendencies. That's what I feel like as well, right? That would be ironic considering she's getting her license to become a therapist. They would explain all that I understand and stuff, like the way she speaks. Feels like you have a therapist degree. That's right, but you don't mean any of it. I am so confident that my gut is right. Don't let this person be your friend. Don't do it, Paul. Trust me. Trust me. I know for a fact. No, there's something not right, alright? Like, a human can tell, right? Something is off. There's something that just doesn't add up. Do not indulge. I found this I don't like Kayla. I don't like Jake, since he's a rapist. So Jake is definitely... but Kayla... She's very... Because Jake... The thing with Jake is... You just know Jake is a bad person. He probably raped her. It's like very easy. There's no question about it. But Kayla's like... You can't quite put your finger on the why. But something is off. You can feel it in the wind. You just know. I just know. Alright? And I can't explain why I know. I just know. So you're not overreacting. For now, that will do for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite... burp, I guess. May God be with you. And let's get out of here.